PG accommodation in Electronics City. He convinced his owner to let him rent out the entire PG on his behalf. He opened a company of his own and managed to get all freshers to work for him. But what did he do after that? Well, a scam. Here's more on this shocking story. Look at these two individuals. They are trying to please the gods before starting a new firm. Now meet these people who are standing right behind the duo. They are all professionals from the prestigious IIT and IIM who have been hired through campus placements. Looking at the body language of all the individuals, it is evident that the employees are having an interactive meeting with their bosses for the first time. Dressed to impress, these young individuals are raring to go. They even seem to be happy with the work environment. But mind you, this happy surrounding is not for real. Their smiles were soon to vanish from their faces. Yes, that is what happened. All the professionals were duped by the duo. Terms and conditions apply. All the professionals hired by the duo were promised a good package, but they had certain terms and conditions to meet. The first condition: the employees were asked to deposit a definite sum of money with the company before signing the contract.
Most of them here are, engineering students or BSc students or MBA students. I mean, forget about people who studied. Even people, those who didn't study also, they came and joined as, for a kitchen department. And, even they have actually deposited a lot of money. So it is not just one or two persons who's deposited. It is about almost 150 or 160 people. I think 160 odd. They have deposited.
As directed, all the employees deposited their savings with the company and were living miserly, hoping for the salary to be credited to their account soon. Dutifully, they joined in the beginning of February as the firm started to function. 1 month went by, then the second and the third, but sadly, their salaries never made it to their salary account.
I am working as an admin here. My salary is 15,000 starting. They told after 3 months we'll hike the salary. After that, so many people suffered here, and I didn't get salary from past 3 months. And that too, 170 people deposited money here for PG accommodation. Everyone got lost, everything. And I'm a fresher. Actually, I'm a fresher, 2G batch, and I don't know what to do now. I miss everything here. I wasted time and everything, money and everything here. So what I do, I don't have option now. And my family also poor.
But no one dared to question the bosses and their salary until one fine day, their bosses went absconding. This was when they realized that they were duped.
I was working in Whitefield prior to this. I was, after I finished working, I had to quit the company and come here because this was very close to me, because I stay in Electronics City. It is hardly 2 kilometers for me to travel every day. So keeping that in mind, I shifted to this company, and now I'm in a situation where I don't know what my career is going to be. And it is going to be a very bad impact to my career. I'm not worried about only me, because there are about 170 people who are associated with me. Starting from kitchen helpers, starting from kitchen staffs, starting from hotel staffs, starting from marketing executives, admin department. We have about 170 people who are actually associated with us, and in fact they are still associated with us because they don't have an option, because most of them are freshers. They don't know where to go now because they all were selected through campus interviews.
Meet the cheats. This is a mastermind behind the scam, Praveen Sharma. This woman is his partner in crime and his lawfully wedded wife, Ramen Sharma. And this is their office, Feria Hotels and Restaurants Services India Private Limited at Konakuppa Agrahara in Electronics City.
The company's operational director was Praveen Sharma, and the company's owner, or the chairman, was Ramen Sharma. And we also have another coordinating or probably operational director named Savita Devi. who has never visited this company. And this company was initially started in the month of February in a place called Dodutoguru near Electronic City. And the main purpose of this company was, or the main motto for him to start this company was to tell everybody that he can give better quality food with good health, healthy food with a better PG services, because that is something which he said that he noticed throughout Bangalore, that none of them are getting healthy food, none of them are getting a nice place to stay, even though they are earning good amount of money.
Just before establishing the company, they had roped in their third partner to make their scam look more convincing. Let's now introduce her to you. Meet Savita Devi. These were the three masterminds who conned young individuals who were just out of college. Con artists at work. Praveen was a conspirator. He engaged the two women to lure the young girls to work for him. Praveen's first move was to rent out two PG accommodation buildings, one for men and the other for women.
So deposit wise, everything was actually happening in a very good way, but even when we conduct interviews, he would not want us to actually conduct interviews in an official way. He would actually want to just gather people and collect money. So I think that was his main motto. And to tell about the background of the company, he didn't have any property here, and he started off in a PG which he rented from another person whom I know. So he started off with two PGs, that is paying guests, saying the ground floor will be office and employees can stay in all the rest of the floors, and there was another building also. So he actually accommodated for girls one building and for guys another building and all this.
Only after that, Praveen decided to establish his company. He picked up an office space on rent in Konakoppa, Agrahara. Then he visited colleges, conducted campus interviews and hired freshers. He lured everyone with his fancy office space and accommodation that he was supposed to offer to the individuals. Meanwhile, the freshers who were hired by Praveen were overwhelmed by the attractive offer. They were happy to be placed in a classy firm like Feria Hotels and Restaurant Services India Private Limited. But little did they know of the shocker that was awaiting them in just 3 months' time. Praveen asked all his employees to deposit checks in the firm's account on joining, and the amount varied with the packages. While the starting amount was as low as 4,166 rupees, it went up to a whopping sum of 3 lakh rupees.
If someone is getting a job from campus interview, I mean, there is no second thought for them to think about it for them to come and join with us. So now they are in a situation as to they don't know what to do, where to go and how to do a job, because none of them will get, I mean, for fresher it is very hard to get a job. So that is one biggest problem. So everybody who actually joined the company, probably I can fingerpick about 5 or 10 people who didn't pay deposit. But rest everybody actually paid a deposit of minimum 12,600 rupees and maximum up to 1 lakh. Alright, so that is based on different packages. He used to give packages for individual, for their family, for food services, for PG services, saying annual package, 6 months package and all those things.
3 months is all it took for Praveen to put his plan into action. He was residing at a PG accommodation himself. There he lured his PG owner, stating he wanted to start a company and asked him to partner in his venture. Accordingly, the PG owner walked into his trap. To please him, Praveen invited him and his son as a chief guest. His owner was extremely happy with the kind gesture and gave his PG buildings on lease to Praveen. Now, the next task that Praveen and Raman had on their list was to get customers. They decided to include Savita Devi to do the honors of finding their targets. The trio now had 2 PG buildings and an office space in Konakoppa, Agrahara to claim as theirs. They used fake documents to prove that they were the owners of the place. They even acquired loans from various banks, keeping these buildings as surety. With the loan amount, they purchased furniture, computer systems and various other essentials for the office and the PG rooms. What's more, they also opened a fake website on the company's name and uploaded images of the buildings and other details.
Later on, it went on the same way. He started renting everything, just like the way he rented PG. He kept credit in the grocery shop. He kept credit in the furniture shop. He took everything for rent. Actually, he took systems for rent. He took PG for rent, and now it has been like almost 4 months, and we don't even know where he is. So that is the current situation. He didn't pay, I mean, forget about paying to everybody. He didn't even probably return the deposit money which most of them paid. Most of them are afraid to go back to their native because there will be questions saying, you've been working from 2 months, where is your salary? And what is the deposit amount? Where is the deposit amount? Any parent will obviously ask because they paid so much and, made one individual study.
Besides taking a safety deposit from the employees, the trio was now eyeing tenants. They took huge amounts as advance for permitting them to stay in the PG accommodation before absconding. Besides cheating employees and conning the tenants, there was more to what the trio had planned. They opened a catering business and got IT companies to sign the contracts. They took advance from them too for supplying food. The con business was on the right track for the trio. All the victims were gullible and wouldn't raise their voices anytime soon, only facilitating the cheats to escape.
We are now in a situation as to we don't know what to do because that person who was running the company is not to be seen from 1 week. So prior to that, the chairman named Rahman Sharma, she actually went from this place in the last week of last month itself. Last month was May. So after that we got a little bit of doubt and we started pestering him, questioning him as to where is the salary and what is it going to happen, what are we supposed to do in the company, because even though we got many contracts from many corporate companies, he was not inviting any contracts. He used to send business proposals saying, okay, I would like to do business with you, I would like to give you catering services or food services, but when they reply back saying, okay, your food quality is good, please come and start the business, he is not ready to start the business. So that is how the situation was. So that is what actually made us think a lot, because why is he not doing business? And if he's not doing business, he will obviously have a second question saying, I am not getting any income, how will I pay?
But as soon as the victims realized Praveen and company's true colors, they approached the Electronic City Police Station and filed a complaint against Raman, Praveen and Savita. The money that the trio made out of the 3 fake businesses was humongous. The value of all the scammed money is still being estimated by the Electronic City Police. However, it is learnt that the sum could be a few crores. It is surprising how the trio managed to con hundreds of people and get away just in time. Until there are people in society who are gullible, there will be scamsters who will continue to con. This story is proof of the same. But what about the victims? Will they get justice? Will the police nab the missing trio? Only time will tell. Manjunath for News9, Anekal.